Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so I've been calling this satoma. I believe it's pronounced satoma. I don't know if it makes a difference, to be quite honest with you. Most people know what I'm talking about. But there's some potentially good news about this coin that should have people's attention because of how cheap it is and where this might go. Before we get started, hit the thumbs up button, because when you do, it helps us get past the algorithm that YouTube puts on us and keeps us from being shadow banned. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. The disclaimer here is I'm not a financial advisor, a lawyer, or an accountant. The information that I share with you, I do freely. It is of my own opinion. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. That's right, head on over to Money Metals when you want to buy gold and silver. Keep in mind, if you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Hey, right now, a special offer for my audiences only. You have a chance to win 100 free American Silver Eagles. That's over $3,000 in value. And all you have to do is enter your email to win. That's it. That's right, there's no obligations to purchase. The link is down below in the description, so head on over there, enter to win. You have between now and December 31st of this year to enter. The only way you can for sure not win 100 silver American Eagles is by not entering at all. So do yourself a favor and enter your email so you have a chance to win. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. As everyone is aware of an alternative website, the link is down below in the description. Over here I post original content as well as other videos that have been banned from YouTube. It costs $3 a month to join for unlimited access, and all proceeds go to finding life's purpose. So come on over there and join us. Beware of scammers. That's right, people posing and pretending to be me. How you can tell us apart is real simple. If you post a comment and I respond, you will see a dark circle around my name. See this? It's either gray or black. I won't be sending you to WhatsApp, and I won't be sending you to Telegram or Telegraph or anything like that, nor would I be asking you for money. From time to time, I will be using material that's considered copywritten. I post this just to show that I am exercising my fair use rights. We'll take a look at the market. It's looking positive for everybody. Gold is back up to 1821. Silver, look at that, 24.41. It's up 25 cents. We'll see where it is here in a couple hours. Bitcoin getting ready to set a new high. It's getting there. It's at 66,170. Ethereum already set new highs. It's now sitting at 4,764. Now, interesting here, Solana. Now, this is interesting. Solana has been running in the red while Ether runs in the green. Solana has been the most consistent coin, I think, of all of them, running in the green. It has hit new highs as well. Cardano above the $2 mark. XRP finally on the move. Go New World Order coin. Polkadot set another record again. Sheba's up 4.84%. Dogecoin's up 4.84%. Sheba is down 2.12%. So what do we got on the 52-week average? Well, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot either have or getting ready to set records. Let's take a look at those other coins I like to keep an eye on from time to time. And as well, some of the silver stocks, you can see they're all moving into plus as well. And they have been. They were over the weekend when everything was running in the red. DWAC finally going up in the positive. New Cipher down just 1.59%. So all in all, looks like a good start for the week. Monday morning, things moving in the green. Satoma, here we go. Satoma's down 3.7%. That's not that big of a deal. Still looks good though. With 1 hour, it's down 1.3%. Over the past 24 hours, it's down 3.7%. But still, for the 7-day, it's up 11.8%. 14-day, it's up 68.4%. And a 30-day is 568.6%. There is some news about Satoma, so I will hold it off to the end. Sandbox sitting at $2.56 is down 4.32%. And here we have Velocity still hanging around between that 7 and 8 cent mark. So not doing a whole lot. So let's look at some interesting headlines regarding cryptocurrencies. All big banks will seriously consider starting up crypto trading soon, says former Citigroup CEO. Should they start crypto trading soon? Yeah, I mean, you really don't want banks involved with crypto trading. They manipulate the market. The whole purpose of cryptocurrencies were to get away from the big bankers. The last thing you need is them getting involved in the cryptocurrency market. So my thought is they're going with if you can't beat them, join them. They'll just get into cryptos and manipulate that market as well. That's what you don't want. So yeah, they see the potential big money in there, considering you got meme coins out there. These are crap coins, and they are making a ton of money for people. So I'm sure these bankers are watching the trends. I'm sure they've been analyzing the trends in cryptocurrencies for quite some time and are just figuring out how to manipulate the market themselves. Sheba sees record speculative frenzy, snaps 5-week winning trend. When I talk about speculators or amateurs, these are people who, or they're somewhat informative, but not very savvy at trading. So what happens is, like in the group I have on Facebook, you get people talking about certain investments. If you get enough people talking about that investment, it will drive a lot of people over, even if they don't know anything about it. If people believe they have a chance to make some money off of it, in which I understand that, but you do want to be as knowledgeable as possible about what you're putting your money into. So speculative is just that. So of course, speculation is what's driving up the value of the meme coins. But they've been on a pretty consistent roll. Sheba right now, I think a lot of people believe Sheba is in consolidation right now. And that's why you're seeing it just slow down. Look, it couldn't keep running up as high as it was, as fast as it was consistently. Sooner or later, it had to slow down and come down to reality. And that's what you're seeing right now. You are seeing people, though, get out of Sheba altogether as the other cryptos start to run. I think that's a mistake. I think you should just hold on. People moving their money from one crypto to another, trying to catch that rush. Trust me, by the time you've even seen how much the coin's gone up, it's already over with, unless it consistently stays that way for days. But if it just goes up and down every day, you're losing money. This is the number of addresses that acquired the cryptocurrency within 20% of the all-time high price climbed sixfold to a record 116,560 people. That's the number of people who are currently holding on to Sheba coins. You got to hope that it expands. That's what I'm saying. Don't panic and sell. This is one of those things where I say, look, just find some discretionary funds, buy some of these tokens, and just hang out and let it go. Leave it alone, and we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, that's what they're talking about in here. The frenzy with Sheba coin is the speculators coming in and out of the token. So this isn't the first time this happened. Last time this pattern emerged, Sheba, which was last May, Sheba dropped by 90%. To talk about the number of people holding onto the token. And then it went on a big run after that. Drops by 90% and then takes off. And those people missed out. Don't be one of those people. So will Sheba reach 1 cent? I think so. That's just my personal opinion. But you can have people on here going back and forth. The hype surrounding Sheba is still there amid ongoing discussions on whether it faded away or not due to recent on-chain metrics. Well, we know the issue. One of the things this CoinMarketCap has made the accusation that there was more of these coins being created, which wasn't true. So there's that, and that kind of scared people away from the coin. Like I said, there is this movement right now to take Sheba, the number of tokens in circulation, and reduce it. And people have been working really hard at doing so. So for it to go from 300 trillion, or whatever it is, to 500 trillion, it's just, that's a huge jump. So they're trying to get that straightened away, and it's kind of hard to know who it is that's telling the truth and who's not. One of the Sheba creators did send a tweet over to CoinMarketCap saying, hey, fix it. So, okay, fix the number of tokens that you're reporting. So will it reach 1 cent? I think so. I don't know if it's going to do it right away, but I absolutely think so. And the reason for that is this. These people are on a mission and they're burning tokens. There's actual investors buying like $100 at a time worth of these tokens and sending them to a dead wallet just to remove the coins out of circulation. That's the kind of dedication and movement you want to see. So they're called the Sheba Army. And will they get to 1 cent? Yeah, I think they will. That's just my opinion. So here's more talk about the CBDC. Here's what gets me about this. When I've read all the articles that I can find on this thing, the CBDC, what it is they want to do with this coin, JP Morgan estimates CBDCs could save corporates 100 billion, that's pounds, in transactions costs. These central banks are owned by the same families, all right? So they're charging each other fees. No, I doubt it. It's just an excuse to make more money off the system. A full-scale multi-central bank digital currency network could potentially save global corporates up to 100 billion in transactions costs annually, according to a joint research report with JP Morgan and Oliver Wyman. When you read this news article, they're highlighting some of the problems that are currently happening with the current system and why it is they want a CBDC. So I get it. They want the banks to be able to talk to each other, do business with each other, do transactions and settlements with each other as quickly as possible, especially cross borders, and find a way to reduce the fees. Gotcha. Now here's what gets me. Then why don't the banks just use the CBDC and leave the people alone? Let them have an option of using the CBDC and a physical currency. This is what I'm talking about. They want to be all in your business, want to control your money. This way they can control you. So as you read the purpose of the CBDC, it benefits the bankers. So once again, I say, then why don't the banks just use the CBDC, allow the customers to have the option to switch between that and physical currency? I don't want any government controlling 100% of my money. I said this before a while back, and I'll say it again. Our Constitution forbids us getting monetary policies from anybody outside our country. And as you can see, our current politicians on both sides seem to forget there's a Constitution here, and they keep crapping all over it as much as possible. I bring this article up for one reason. Robert Kiyosaki, the guy that's the rich dad, poor dad, I've heard him say this several times in interviews. Oh, rich people love market crashes. This is how they get rich. And then he explains why. I've heard it and I thought that's really clever. Really didn't put a lot of focus on it until recently. If you already know that a market crash is coming and you start positioning yourself to benefit from the crash, yes, benefit from it. We've had several market crashes when the values of assets have dropped by a large percentage. Eventually, they'll bottom out to wherever it is they need to get to, and then start doing the slow process of climbing up again. Who swapped shares of Sirius XM with Liberty Media? Turns out to be Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. All he's doing is trying to help one company get more tax benefits. I read an article about Warren Buffett moving money around into certain assets and taking money out. I told you that I've had rich friends, and I heard this before. I mentioned to them, you guys must have a lot of money in the bank. And they said, they really don't have a lot of money in the bank. I was expecting them to say they have like millions. He goes, we don't keep money in the bank. They don't like the banks. They don't put money in the bank. Now, I'm not saying they don't have any money in the bank. They have money in the bank, but a very, very small percentage of their overall wealth. They keep the money in investment. When it gets close to a market crash, they put them into safe havens that they can liquidate as quickly as possible, such as gold and silver. And why is that? Well, if they know the stocks are going to crash, they go ahead and they sell the stocks, move it into a safer investment, and they wait for the crash to be over. So what these people do is they study the stock market, and they know what all the blue chip stocks are. These are ones that you can invest in, and they're consistently doing great, and they pay back good dividends. They wait for the stock market to crash, as soon as they feel like it's bottomed out, they start liquidating their safe haven investments and then taking the cash and reinvesting back into those blue chip stock, but at a much, much cheaper price. So that's what people are doing. The smart move would be setting yourself up the same way. Get into safe havens, things that you can liquidate quickly. Gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. And as soon as the market gets done crashing, you are now in a position to do like the rich do. Start investing into blue chip stocks. Satoma should be really happy. There's a criteria that Coinbase has as far as how they get onto their platform. If any token has more than 100,000 holders of that currency, they will list you on Coinbase. Recently, Coinbase just made a move that gives people the impression that Satoma is going to be listed on there shortly. Okay, so what you see here is a transaction ledger, and you can see Coinbase is using Ethereum to purchase Satoma. They used about 311 Ethereum tokens. By the time of this ledger, it was about a little over 1.4 million, probably closer to 1.5 million. The fact that Coinbase is purchasing Satoma is a good indication that they're about to list it on their platform. I know it's going to make it a lot easier to buy Satoma. So a lot of you were able to figure it out. And I told you, if you have most likely kids or young adults who are really savvy, and I'm not saying they're the only ones that's savvy before all the more mature people go after me. But what I'm saying is most likely it's a younger generation, and they can show you how to move around on these platforms. Coinbase might list Satoma. It looks like they are. I feel way confident about this. But it's also going to drive the value of the coin up. Think about it. When Sheba got onto Coinbase, everybody bought the coin and drove it up. So, if you have an opportunity to get Satoma now, then you're going to catch that wave. It's most likely going to drop 2 zeros. And the reason why I say that, they're on the verge of dropping another zero right now. But if they get on Coinbase, then there's no doubt it'll drop 2 zeros. We'll take it. That's what I'm talking about. A quick check again on gold, up to 18.25. Silver, 24.48. Almost 24.5 cents. Bitcoin above that 66,000. Well, it was up to 66,400. And this came back a little bit. Ethereum, new record. Cryptos are back to setting new records, especially the ones we've been talking about. I'm excited to watch this, but I'm waiting for Sheba to start to make its run. I wouldn't sell my Sheba coins. I don't care what's going on the top. Coins like Sheba and Satoma, it doesn't take very much for them to go up, and you can make a lot of money. So just hang tight with them if you have them. Remember, use discretionary funds. I'm feeling really good about Sheba. I'm feeling extremely good about Satoma. We'll sit back, watch what happens to the two tokens. Again, this isn't something that's going to be done in 1 week or even 1 month. Just sit back and let's watch what happens. We know there's huge volatility swings one way and another when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Don't panic when it goes down. Buy on the dip. And just hang tight when it gets up and don't get overly excited. That's it for now, you guys. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.